careful consideration, these are the most well-rounded fighters in the UFC. A lot of careful consideration went into this. There's a lot of names that people will be upset were in this list, but I had to be very precise. Are all skills covered, and how well are they done, and who are they against? That's what I have to consider. So there are a few names that people may be upset about, but these are the best in my opinion. Most well-versed, anywhere you put them, they will shine. Whether it's on the feet, on the ground, in the clinch, wherever, just mixing it up in general. These are the best guys. Number 6, we've got Tom Aspinall. Very well-rounded heavyweight. Very dangerous as well. That's what makes him special on this list. If we start with the striking, he's kind of boxing heavy. He likes to move around a lot. Always bouncing, always moving. He's really, really, really fast. He's got a lot of power. In contrast to Cyril Gane, who's also fast but doesn't have much power. He's so dangerous on the feet. He can clinch you and just elbow you. He's got so much power on the right hand. He can throw fast kicks, good low kicks. I think he even threw like a nice high kick against Tybura. He's very confident on the feet. His main thing is his speed, and now his power that we're seeing, like his raw power. It's not just the speed, it's just serious power. So he is very, very dangerous. The only thing that is a problem, that could be a problem in the future, maybe against Curtis Blades, is that sometimes, because he sort of wants to be like that fast guy in and out, he might just throw like a jab or a right hand. He leaves his chin up in the air when he throws, so he is susceptible to getting hit. We saw that against Sergey Pavlovich, but he does have a good chin, so we can't complain too much. It'll be interesting to see how he strikes as the fight goes on, but what he's showing, he's very, very dangerous. On the ground, we've seen not much, but what we've seen is so impressive. The way he took down Volkov with ease. He slip, duck, shoot, take him down with ease, and then submitted him within 20 seconds. Andrei Arlovski, he was like, I haven't knocked this guy on the feet, let me just take him down. Takes him down, submits him in 10 seconds with a rear naked choke. That is so impressive. He's very dangerous, he can do it anywhere. Fast finisher anywhere. So that's why he makes my list. Number 5, we've got Volkanovski. Some people may be upset with this one, but he has a few gaps in his game. Not that he's deficient, but he could have more to his game, so that's why he's not up there with the other people in this list. But from what he's shown, from what we've seen as in his title reign especially, he's very, very well-rounded. On the feet, feints, leg kicks, jabs, overhands. He likes to mix it up on the feet. He's got good pace, good volume. He damages people, cuts them. He likes to piece people up, almost like humiliate people on the feet. Very entertaining, but sometimes he has the same problem as Aspinall, where he darts in, leaves his chin up in the air, and he got caught against Ilya. But he's a type of guy that can make adjustments like that on the feet. So in his next fight, he could be able to solve that issue. He could have a better defensive strategy. But on the ground, very good. He's got good wrestling, good defensive wrestling. He can defend a lot of takedowns. He can still get taken down, but he can defend a lot. We saw that against Islam Makhachev in their first fight. He defended some of the takedowns. In the second fight as well, he defended Islam's first takedown as well. He's got very good defensive grappling. It's so hard to submit him. We saw against Brian Ortega, Islam Makhachev as well. They couldn't really find this. Ortega got close, but Volkanovski's not tapping. He's very tough. He's very durable. He's been 5 rounds. He's just very complete in that way. The only thing is that on the ground, he doesn't have much submission offense. But like I've said in videos on my TikTok, submissions aren't that high in high level MMA. But at the same time, he hasn't tried as many. So it's something that we're still clueless to where he's at with that. He doesn't knock a lot of people out. as well. So we question whether he has power. I think it's just because of the way his stance is. He's not rooted to the ground. He's not ready to just put all his weight into. He doesn't sit down with his punches. He's more just trying to touch people, float around. But he's shown to be very good. But yeah, so the only thing that stops him from being higher is maybe him attempting submissions, him getting those finishes, by those one punch knockouts. But other than that, he's very complete. Good wrestling, good overall wrestling game, offensively and defensively. Good offensive striking game, decent defensive striking game. Good clinch work. That's another thing. He mixes it up. When he goes into the clinch, he just tries to wear people down. He's got good volume in the clinch. He throws a few knees, nice trips against the fence. Volkanovski's very well rounded. Number 4, we got Piotr Jan, fan favorite, one of the best strikers in the UFC and underrated as one of the best grapplers in the UFC. What can I say about Piotr Jan? One of the best boxers, top 3 in my opinion. Great counters, great combos, good power, good speed. The way he sets things up on the feet, he's so clever. He can make adjustments on the fly. He's very similar to Volkanovski at the fighting style, in the way that they were around it. But the thing that puts him ahead of him is just the finishing ability of Piotr Jan. He barely makes any mistakes at all. He's done it in high level fights as well, against very skilled strikers at bantamweight. So yeah, on the feet, great body kicks when he's in kicking range. He can fight taller opponents well, like Volkanovski. He's got great boxing, like I said, counters, combos. He's got good pressure on the feet when he needs to. We saw against Jose Aldo the way he broke him over around like the 4th, 5th round. He wears people down. Great body shots. On the ground, he's got really, really good wrestling. Some of the best wrestling in the UFC. He's got really sneaky takedowns. He can shoot a double leg, a single leg at any time. He can control people on the ground. The only thing missing for him, like Volkanovski, is that submissions. He doesn't attempt submissions. He hasn't tried to, so we haven't seen that much of his game. But he's able to control people on the ground. He's got good submission defense. He's got good scrambles as well. Very similar to Volkanovski, to be honest, but the thing that just puts him above him is just the fact that he doesn't make mistakes and just the finishing ability in an even more skilled division. Obviously, featherweight is very skilled, one of my favorite divisions, but bantamweight, extremely skilled. So yeah, I'm putting Piotr Jan at number 4. Number 3, Ilia Topuria. The only thing stopping him from being number 1 or number 2 is the level of competition that he's fought. He hasn't had like enough of that elite level. He had Volkanovski, that's an amazing win for him. But then there will be more, and he will show more of his game, I feel like. But for now, number 3, great boxing, best boxing in the UFC in my opinion. Great combos, great power, great hand speed. He's very comfortable on the feet, you can just tell. Great body shots, great defense. He's got good footwork. He's got great blocking, great head movement. Moves his head. He's got good countering ability. In that boxing range, especially in the pocket, there's not a lot of people that will come back and compete with him at all. Best, I think, in the pocket. Great combinations. He's very comfortable on the feet. In kicking range, he can be outpointed, but he stays comfortable on the feet. He stays in his shell. You can tell he's very confident in his power, and he knows that he can land at any point. He thought that calf kicks were going to be a problem for him, but Volkanovski was hitting him with calf kicks. Didn't affect him at all. He was hitting Volkanovski with calf kicks, and they were sweeping Volkanovski off his feet. Ilia's just very accomplished. He's very, very, very competent on the feet. There's not a lot of people that want to compete with him. On the ground, very strong. Good grappling overall. He was able to submit Bryce Mitchell, which is really good, because Bryce Mitchell, one of the best grapplers in that division. Good wrestling from what we see. He's able to take down people fairly easily. Good double legs, just strong, very strong. Good technique. He's able to get up quickly when people take him down. So like Bryce Mitchell took him down, he was able to get back up. The only thing is, I'm thinking, again, I've said this in another video, is how would he deal with like a high pace? Because not a lot of people can put a high pace on him. He's very comfortable, he stays very efficient. But say like a wrestler like Movsar or Aljamain Sterling, how would they do if they put? How would he do if they put the pressure on him? How would he deal with it? We'll have to see. But for now, very well rounded, very, very skilled. One of the most skilled fighters. Par maybe one of the guys on my list, or two of them. So I accidentally deleted one of the clips for this video, and it contained me saying my second choice pick for the most well-rounded fighter, and I said Leon Edwards. But Leon Edwards has just lost to Belal Muhammad, so could we change things up? I've got 5 names in mind. I've got Leon Edwards, Belal Muhammad, Corey Sanhagen, Whittaker, and something that needs to be said, the whole of the flyweight division, they need to get a shout out. They've got the most well-rounded, that's the most well-rounded fighters in like a division. Everyone in that division has fast hands and great scrambles at the very least, and have way more skills, but they deserve a shout out. But out of those 4 names, Leon Edwards, great kickboxer, obviously, sharpshooter, very good grappling, very, very high level grappling. I grappled Belal, Kobe, and Usman at times. You got Belal Muhammad that just wrestled out, boxed Leon Edwards, a high level striker, good grappler as well. You've got Corey Sanhagen that can hold people down, can wrestle, and is a great striker. Robert Whittaker, great striker, and has great takedown, a great takedown defense. Who we saying? I think I'll still go Leon for now. Leon or Belal Muhammad. Comment below which one or another name that you think should take this second spot. Number 1, Islam Makhachev. Most well-rounded fighter in the UFC currently, and I think the most well-rounded fighter of all time in the UFC. There's nowhere in the fight where this guy doesn't shine. We just saw him outbox Dustin Poirier in the pocket, where Dustin Poirier does his best work. He's got great kicks. We saw him knock out Volkanovski, great body kicks, great teeps. In the clinch, he's got some of the most vicious clinch striking. If you saw UFC 294, the Thai clinch he had on Volk, I was worried for Volk. It looked so tight. He throws knees, throws elbows. He can use his judo. That's how he gets the grappling. I think he's got great wrestling that we know. Got judo. He can control people on the ground. He can submit people. He's a strong guy. He's got great grip. He always looks for the finish as well, so that makes him dangerous. And he's starting to get more experience against these elite guys. He's just slowly becoming the GOAT. Seeing Volkanovski, Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, these names are just elite. If you're showing your full game against these guys, plus all the guys that you've beat on your win streak, I have to shout you out as the most well-rounded fighter in the UFC. Best fighter in the UFC, pound for pound, number 1. There's nowhere where this guy doesn't shine. Best defensive fighter on the feet in the UFC, apparently. I don't know if that's still a stat, but that was a stat at one point. Great takedown defense as well. Good defensive grappling. Yeah, there's nowhere where he's like the one guy that there's nowhere that I can question him. He's very, very good, and we're gonna see more from him in the future. If you like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, slap a like on it. Follow my Instagram, Only a Looks, and my TikTok, A Local Choke. I'll leave that in the description. If you want to see any more videos, any video suggestions that you have, leave it in the comments below. I'll check the comments. Adios.